Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys did not already know, my name is Jordan, better known as Jordan T Fit on all socials. I'm taking you food shopping with me. Our first stop today is just gonna be Costco and then probably just Target because everything's just in close proximity to where I live. And I need to get back in a timely manner because I have consultation calls to do for my clients. So let's get on the road. Guys, I bought a car yesterday. I don't physically have the car yet, but I bought a car yesterday. It's gonna be here July 29th, they said, like estimated, but I put my down payment on it. So I am buying the car for my birthday gift from me to me. This is just gonna be great. I'm so excited that I get to share it with you guys. And to be honest, and I say this literally every day, I would not be where I am today, not even close to where I am today, if it wasn't for you guys. Your love, your support, like everything. And I will say it every single day for the rest of my life. Thank you all, I love you all. I'll never stop saying it, and I always say this, and I wish I could hug every single one of you. Costco trip is done. We didn't need much, just more so just like the proteins, the salmon. I just got some potatoes. We'll go into more detail later, but it's raining, so now we're off to Target. We are now home because it literally started downpouring on us. So now the top of my hair is wet. That's why it's in a clip. But I wanted to get started on the food haul, so we went to Costco and then just Target for some groceries. Starting off with our carbs, so we just got some mini potatoes, some Dave's Killer Bagels just to have in the morning with our breakfast. And then these like semi-mini, they're not like too small, but they're not regular sized tortillas. Just some spinach wraps. So I didn't go to the shopping places today with a list, which usually I am a huge list person, but today I was just like, oh, if I see it, I'll grab it type of thing. And then I quickly realized that I didn't really need that much stuff. It was more so like chicken and salmon that I needed. So basically like my big proteins that I have every single day. And then I saw some stuff along the way that I'll show you. But yeah, I quickly remembered that last week when I went to the fresh produce place, I literally got so many fruits and veggies. I froze some. So I think that's why I'm like, why did I get no fruits and veggies today? And I'm like, wait, I already have a bunch and I don't want them to go bad. So for our veggie, we have so many in the fridge, I swear. I'll show you the fridge after. We got just a zucchini that I'm probably gonna cut up for dinner tonight. We're big fans of strawberries here, so we got a new thing of strawberries because we're out. We got some reduced fat mozzarella cheese as well as some reduced fat Mexican style cheese. Now for the fun part, the protein. So I used to, the thunder is so loud, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but. So these are just some air fried Tyson chicken tenders. They're 75% less fat and I've had them before and they're pretty good. So if you're like quick and on the go, like sometimes I am, which I might actually have these before the gym, and like a wrap, these are perfect. We got a big slab of salmon that I'm about to cut up and then freeze some of it. Some eggs. This is what I'm talking about. I love Costco because they just come individually wrapped and they're just like frozen. So you just set them out and then they defrost and you can just eat them. We also needed to stock up on some of like condiments and stuff. So we just got some light ranch, some butter spray. Me and Jake just don't eat regular butter, so we just buy butter spray. Some light cream cheese. I needed new multivitamins. This is usually not the brand I get, but this was the one that was on the shelf, so I just grabbed it. And then lastly, for today's food haul, is just some Starbucks iced coffee. It's our finished fridge. She cute. All right, guys, listen to this. It is now Tuesday, and remember how yesterday I was sitting in the rental car telling you guys, like, I bought a car, it's just not here yet? And it was supposed to be here on July 29th, and I literally got a call this morning while I was in the Starbucks, like, drive-through line, saying that the car is there and it's ready, and the guy was like, I've never seen a car be delivered 2 weeks early. So we are about to go pick up our new car. All right, boys, here she is. She is a 2023 Genesis GV70. Here's the interior. So cute. Here we are, beautiful. Wha-bam. Guys, since I literally just bought a car, you guys know my job is social media, right? So I think it's a perfect time to explain how I got into social media and how I basically made it my full-time job. Sadly, your girl does not just make her living off posting selfies, but there is a myth to the madness on how I made this my full-time job. We're just gonna come out and say there are two ways that I make my money. Number one, brand deals. Brand deals are a majority of my income and just how I make a living. Number two, personal training / my fitness app that I came out with last year. Okay, and by the title of this video, how do I get these brand deals? Social media. How do I get clientele to personal train online and solely make a living off that? Social media. How do I have a successful app? Social media. You get the gist. So let's dive right in. All right, we're gonna set the tone. It is January of 2019. Your girl is mid in college getting her bachelor's degree in health sciences. And this is when we made our fitness page. It originally was called Jordan Trenholm Fitness, and then I shortened it to Jordan T Fit. I originally made the page solely because I started the gym in 2000, or I started working out consistently in 2018, and I would have people come up to me and be like, what's your routine? What's this? What's that? So initially I had a little hype in the background, but I was like, I'm just gonna make it, post my workouts. It was a private account at first and I would only accept girls actually. So I was just posting my workouts consistently and then just posting it like as a means of progress. And I will say this, and I swear on any and everything, I never made this account with the intention of being where I am today. Like ever. I had a whole career roadmap like planned out. A little side note, and like talking about all this does kind of make me emotional, not like sad emotional, but like happy, thankful emotional, because I've always had to work for what I have. My parents, like I've had a job since I was 14. If I wanted something, my parents wouldn't give me it. They said, if you want to, you gotta go work for it. So like I've always had this mentality, and like you'll notice I do love to work. I'm like a workaholic, I won't lie. Fast forward throughout 2019, we're living our life, we're going to college parties, but we're still working out, whatever. We're posting consistently on social media. I did unprivate my page, so now at this point we have like 2,000 followers. It's just like-minded individuals that also have like smaller fitness pages, so it was just like fun to do. I would talk my stories, just like, you know. My dad actually halfway through 2019 was like, dude, you're killing it. Like you look great, you're putting on some mass, like all this stuff. He was like, have you ever thought about being a personal trainer? And I was like, wait, that's actually a great job, because I saw the results I can give to myself and it made me so happy. So I'm like, if I can do that for other people, that'd be awesome. So I was like, it's just gonna be a little side hustle, like that's all. So I went through NASM and I started to study while also being in my second to last semester at college to be a personal trainer. It is literally December 2019. I made a TikTok. I didn't even know how to use the app yet. I literally uploaded an app video. The app video blew up, like 22 million views. I didn't even have my notifications on. I was actually sitting at school, like at college in the library, and someone ran, I never even seen this person in my life, came up to me, it's like, is this you? And I literally clicked on the app and the notifications were like all in my face. I was like, holy crud. So naturally when you're like one of the first videos you blow up, or one of the first videos you post blows up, I like got this base following of like literally 100,000 people, like solely off that video. And people are like, what's your leg routine? What's this routine? What's this routine? So of course, me being me, I was like, oh my God, people want to see my routines. Like I'm already posting them on Instagram. So why don't I start posting them on both? So that's what your girl did. Again, no intention of like, I didn't know TikTok was like this huge thing at the time. Like at the time, 2019, it was like dances and like funny videos. Like there was no fitness really, especially female fitness. I would say there wasn't much. So kind of like naturally the people on TikTok started migrating over into Instagram, because Instagram, you would be able to do the swipe workout posts. So they were just easy to follow along. You know what I mean? So base following went from TikTok to my almost like my smaller account on Instagram, and just my Instagram started going up, just naturally, like organically, and it's awesome to think about it. 2020, COVID's literally just starting. Your girl passes her personal training exam, first time NASM certified personal trainer. It was awesome, the test was great. At the time I was working at the front desk of an Anytime Fitness, and I got to become a personal trainer there for the first 3 months before everything in the world shut down. And I got to follow like in the footsteps of one of our main trainers there to kind of learn everything. And at the same time, I was literally like, I was just getting deeper and deeper into my fitness journey. I was loving going to the gym. I was loving nutrition, posting consistently, both on TikTok, Instagram. So I wanna say right when COVID started was when my big break came when it came to social media. I would say 2020 was a whole year of just like growth. And every year is a year of growth. Like 2022 is my year this year, but like 2020 was like so much has happened and just so much changed my life in that year. So I took advantage of being at home. I had resistance bands at home, and I just started posting at-home workouts at home. I did a 30-day at-home quarantine challenge on TikTok. People loved it. My followers just kept going up and up. I was at like 900K at this point. Like it shot up, and like my videos, they were all just doing so good. And again, a lot of those people were just coming to Instagram at that point, and people were just loving the at-home workouts and all that fun stuff. So now that I had my personal training certification, I actually started two things. Number one, I started online personal training. So I would create like a little forum in my Instagram account and my bio and TikTok and stuff, and be like, if you want to personal train with me, apply here. And I would reach out to people, I would train them. It was awesome. We would do like FaceTime calls. I would write up their workout plans. It was just a great like foot in the door type of thing. Well, at the same time, I was also making downloadable workout guides to like sell. I got my LLC. I created a website, I bought a domain. Like I was just living, and this was all like in my head. I'm like, this is a side business. This is awesome. So in August of 2020 is when I really started to see how people were making a living off social media. And that was through brand deals. So brand deals are essentially just you working with a brand. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there's different types of brand deals. So you can do like a pay per post, where a company will just pay you one time to post their product or talk about their product, review their product, whatever. Or you can work with a company as like, or a brand, and do like a month to like a year-long deal. So within that 3 months, say you do a 3-month term with a company. So within those 3 months, that company will give you like requirements or deliverables as to what they want you to post in order for you to receive payment from them, hence how you make money off of it. So a lot of the times, like say it's a clothing company or a supplement company, they would send you the product, you would use the product every day and whatever. I would only personally use stuff that I would use, because it was so hard for me to try to promote something if I didn't use it. I'm like, this is dumb. And like, it's so obvious when people promote stuff that they don't use. Like I can't, that's like a pet peeve of mine. So yeah, brand deals are a pretty big thing. One of my biggest tips of advice to you on how to get brand deals. So for me, when my account was blowing up, I had people reaching out to me via DM or email. They would present themselves, be like, hey, this is what we're looking for. And then I would email back and be like, I'm down. Can we talk about the contract? There's always contracts involved, and always make sure you read through your contracts, and always make sure that you are like setting yourself up for success when it comes to working with a brand. You know what I mean? Like, but if there's a company you want to work with and say they don't reach out to you, like I've done this before. Example, Anaka. Anaka did not reach out to me. I DM'd them and I was like, hey, like, my name's Jordan. I'm on socials, Jordan T Fit. I have X amount on TikTok. I post every day. I post consistently on my stories. I post static posts, reels on Instagram. Like, this is what I have to offer, and I would love to work with you guys. Your stuff's awesome. Like, and it's not just for clothing brands. You can do that for any brand if you are interested. You know what I mean? And it's not always a guarantee. Like, I've reached out to brands and they have never said a word back to me, but like, that's life. So yeah, I started working with brands in 2020 and then throughout until now, basically. But I've learned a lot through working with brands. I've learned what to expect from a brand, what a brand expects from me, what's realistic, what's not realistic. I've learned to like truthfully read through the contracts and make sure I know what I'm signing. So there's another tip. If you ever are working with brands, always make sure you are reading through their contracts and they communicate well with you, because you don't want to work with a company where you're just a number. You know what I mean? Like, you want them to personally know you. Like, you want to know them on a personal level too. Like, you want to think about it like this way. You're like literally an employee to an employer. You know what I mean? All right, so let's fast forward. Now it's September 2020. I'm doing like a timeline. I literally wrote out a timeline so I didn't jumble my words. So now the gyms are opening back up, which opened like a whole new market of ideas for me, not only for content on how to reach like a new demographic now, because now everybody's back at the gym. Like, people want to see growth and barbell workouts and dumbbell workouts and all that fun stuff. So I was like, this is a great opportunity. I'm going to use this to my advantage. And when I'm explaining this stuff, it's all like a circle. Like, everything kind of just goes together. So when I post stuff and it does good, and I like go with the demographic and I go with the times and I go with the trends, more people like that, they're going to come to you. They're going to be loyal to you. And then from there, like, if people want to train with you, you're going to make business off that as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like a full circle of just knowing your audience, knowing who you are, being authentic, posting it. Like, it's a whole thing. I'll get into it. All right, back to our little notebook. So between the year of 2020 to 2021, I was just literally on my grind. I was posting consistently. I was reaching out to new brands, working with new brands. Personal training was doing awesome. My guides were doing awesome. In the middle of 2021, I had an app developer actually reach out to me and offer to help me make my own app, which was crazy, because I'm like, if I never posted consistently, if I never reached an audience and created this loyal fan base, I wouldn't be here today making my own app. And one of the biggest things now that I have this base following is creating longevity, which if this is your end goal, like this is great, and longevity should always be the goal. Longevity is just creating things and relationships and just deals that are going to last you a long time. So to me, having an app that people subscribe to monthly and I make a solid and steady income off of every single month, like that is longevity, you know what I mean? So yeah, between 2020 and 2021, that was like a huge stepping stone / growth year. Not only for me for like social media and like the followers and all that fun stuff, but like I grew like physically, mentally, socially. Like I will say this, once I started social media, I really started to come out of my shell, which is like crazy to me. But yeah, so the past like 3 years, this has been a work, like this, I started social media in 2019. It's halfway through 2022. So it's a work in progress and I'm still working and trying to grow and all that stuff. So just a little side note, but while all this was going on and everything was still growing and I was just looking for new ways every single day to just better myself, better my business, my social media, all that stuff, I graduated college with a bachelor's degree in health sciences. I actually graduated college 2 years early. So I graduated high school in 2018 and then graduated my bachelor's in 2020. And I had a minor in disability studies. I was applying to grad school and that was like my plan. My plan was always to just keep fitness and that business on the side and then continue to work as I was going to go to grad school for ABA therapy and or occupational therapy. I was still trying to figure it out. And I was working a full-time job throughout 2021 up until this past September. And this is what's gonna lead me into the final point on how I got into social media full-time. So this is a crazy story. So after working with having my bachelor's degree and just working for the past 2 years, I was like literally like my days would consist of waking up, meal prepping, going to my ABA job, coming home, posting my Instagram post for the day, posting my TikToks, making content, whatever, talking to my personal training clients, doing consultation calls, going to the gym late at night, doing my cardio, coming back home and just repeating. Like it was a lot. And I remember having a conversation with my mom saying that I think I might try to take this social media and personal training very serious. Like I think I'm gonna take a break on my job and grad school and just take the risk. And she basically told me like, well, now is the time to do it. Like you're blooming on social media, you're doing good, your business is doing great, all that stuff. So she was like, now is the time and like, you'll never know unless you try. And all my friends were like, do it, like take the risk. So I was so anxious, I was nervous. I was like, social media can literally go away like this, and it scared the crud out of me. So I went with it and I took the risk, and last September hasn't even been a full year, but my full-time job is now social media. And like when I say, and I'll keep repeating this, when I say social media, it's not just posting. It's upholding this image, connecting with your audience, being consistent, being authentic, handling the hard days, handling the hate, my personal training, my app, creating the guides, creating content, working with brands, doing the brands deliverables, like so much. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. And literally I say this every single day. I'm so thankful to be where I am today. And you guys probably think I'm a broken record, but I am so blessed. It's 2022 and your girl's living her best life. I am just in such a great mental state. I just did my second bodybuilding show, and that was another thing. Like trying out new things on social media reaches different audiences and different demographics. So when I started bodybuilding, like my original audience was there because they liked me for my workouts. You know what I mean? Like they followed me initially for, I posted workouts, that was it. But when you start new things like say bodybuilding, or say you get into yoga, whatever it may be that your new interest is, like you're opening up a whole new door to a new support, loyal fan base. You know what I mean? Like I had girls that were bodybuilders coming to me. Now I have girls that I have inspired to start bodybuilding. Like, this stuff makes me very emotional, and I'm like a very emotional person. But yeah, so that was a very, very sped up version of how I got into social media while just kind of living my normal outside social media life at the same time. But to be honest, I wouldn't trade any of the past 4 years for anything. I think everything happens for a reason, and I'm so thankful just to be sitting here talking to my camera, literally in my little Florida desk, like office room. Just talking to you guys. Like it's crazy. I'm blessed. I'm thankful every single day. All right, and one of the last points I wanted to make before we talk about some key takeaways was working on social media. Your goal should not just be to get a huge following. Your goal should be
to have a loyal fan base, because a loyal fan base is everything. So the point of working with brands is essentially to find a brand and their products that you truly like, so you can share it with other people, you know what I mean? So like, for example, if I really enjoy taking a certain protein powder, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. I'm not gonna be like, go buy it right now, but I'll be like, guys, this is really good. So like, if you are interested, here it is. That's what the whole point of like the discount codes is and stuff. It also saves you money while supporting like someone that you favor, someone that you look up to, someone that's an inspiration to you. But yeah, end goal should really just truthfully be longevity. Like right now, like I was saying before, like I have my app, I have this base following. I'm not so much worried about gaining followers because I have my loyal fan base, you know what I mean? Like, so with the loyal fan base and creating content, new content every day, like you're still gonna reach new people and new audiences, but you wanna create these long lasting relationships, not only with you and your followers, but with you and brands, you and your business, you and your own brand. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that you have to create yourself. If you want something, go for it. Like literally, and as cliche as it sounds, anything is possible. All right, so I know I kind of went off on like a little tangent right there of my own stuff, but some key takeaways from how I personally got into social media and how I made it my full-time career. I'm just gonna give you my little list of tricks that I tell people. Number one, be authentic, be yourself. And as many times as people will tell you, it's so true. People are attracted to you initially. If you see someone trending, don't try to be like them because that's their own followers. You want your own loyal fan base, you know what I mean? Like people who come to, like my followers up and down every single day. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. The ones that stay, those are the type of people you want as your supporters. Key tip number 2 is do not be afraid to reach out to companies you want to work with. Social media is all about branding. Like I said, like not many people just post a selfie and get paid for it. Like there's usually something tagged in it or there's something being talked about in the caption. Like be open to taking the risk and reaching out to the company, present yourself, explain why you like the company. And number 3, and I will preach this till forever, be consistent with your content. Don't post one thing one day and then wait a week and post a totally separate thing. Like for me personally, my whole niche was always workouts. Now that I have my loyal fan base and people know like, okay, I can always look at her old workouts or she'll post a new workout every once in a while. People want to see me. They want to see my lifestyle now. Like that blows my mind. I'm like, hey guys, like I'll poll, what do you guys want to see from me? And they're like, we just want to see your everyday life. I'm like, you guys really like me that much? And to think it all started with just posting my workouts. Like it's crazy. But like I always say, I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I hope my story inspired some of you if you are looking to get into social media or be an online personal trainer, because like I said, like those are my 2 main jobs. Like working with brands, and like when someone asks me like, what do you do for work? I don't want to just say social media because I want to explain like I take the time to literally reach out to people that fill out an application to work with me. I take the time to meet up with brands and get to know them and really love their products. And it's just like, there's so much more than just posting a selfie. Like, I really hope that my story inspired and helped you guys kind of like see what the process is like. I'm gonna go now, but your girl has to go lift. And then if you guys enjoyed this, like and subscribe to see more.